Everybody, welcome in. It's the AFC Eastie Boys. We had Combine was this past weekend. Not just the Combine, but the Miami Dolphins held their Cancer Challenge this weekend, and that was wonderful. Me and the daughter went down there for our second year for the Dolphins Cancer Challenge, and I'll tell you what, I got some goodies for you guys. So you want to make sure that you stay tuned in, and if you have not already, hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell, because trust me, I was walking near Halfley. I overheard a lot of good conversations when it comes to the draft, so you guys would definitely want to be tuned in for when we do that show. But that's not why we're here today, ladies and gentlemen. We're here today to talk about the Combine, because the Combine just ended, and there was a lot of records broken this past weekend. Couple of guys that I've been eyeballing for the Miami Dolphins are at the top of those lists. Eli Stowers, Taylon Green, both those guys broke records in their respective positions. It was wonderful. It was a beautiful thing to see. Ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and answer the poll. Where are you repping? What AFC East team are you repping? Are you here for the Dolphins, the Bills, the Jets, or the Patriots? Hopefully not the Patriots, but you're welcome anyways. We love all of you AFC Easters. So, we got one of our lovely guests on the line, Liz, in the building. How are you, Liz? While she gets back to her screen, we'll continue going on. We also got Waffles going to be rolling in shortly. Trust me, it's not an end zone to end zone unless Waffles rolls into the building. He's just dealing with the family, getting some dinner and stuff, and he'll be in shortly.
I'm doing okay. How you doing?
Oh, I'm wonderful. I'm wonderful. George Hudson says he's a Miami Dolphins fan since 1966, so he's been through the highs and the lows of the Miami Dolphins. And you know what, George Hudson? I have faith in John Eric Sullivan and Coach Halfley that they're going to get us back to being a relevant team again. You're one of those that knows the history of the Miami Dolphins and how the Miami Dolphins used to be one of the most prolific teams in the NFL. There's so much history with the Miami Dolphins, and we just need to get back to that. The last 25 years, we've fallen off. We've definitely fallen off for sure. But, like I said, we had a pretty good combine this last weekend. We're going to go through, and we're going to pull up some of the results here. We're going to go through it, look at some of the needs for each of the teams. We'll leave the Jets for when Waffles gets here. They got a lot of picks this year.
You know what I think? I think all the other AFC teams don't need diddly squat. Give it all to the Dolphins.
They don't need who?
They don't need any more players. They just need to give all the good players to the Dolphins.
Yeah, for real. We need to let the Dolphins get all the good players. All right, so
I mean, they could be generous. They're not, bad teams. They just.
Well, I just pulled up the New England Patriots, to be honest. Like, I was looking up, like, the draft picks and the draft needs that all the teams have. And, like, the New England Patriots have 11 picks this year, which is crazy. 11 picks. And they did a whole bunch last year in order to make that team what it was and turn it from a 4-13 team to a 13-4 team or a 14-3 team. So, man, it kind of looks it's kind of a little scary to think about it. So they have a 31, a 63, a 95, a 125, a 131, a 169, 190, 201, 208, 211, and 247. So they have 4 6th-round picks, 2 4th-round picks, and then 1 pick in every other round. So, looking at the New England Patriots, if you're a New England Patriot fan, you're like excited going into this draft because they have a lot of money left to play with in the free agency too. Why is this thing not working? I hate NFL.com. NFL.com sucks so bad. Why is this site not working?
I get annoyed when my phone does that too.
Well, it's literally
downloads the.
It's literally just
when I'm trying to get on a website or something, it keeps on buffering and buffering. You know, the movie apps have been doing that a lot lately too.
All right, so here we go. So here is the 40-yard oh, it has just quarterbacks. Let me pull it up for everybody. Pull it up for all. All right. Cap for life, what's up? Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you, man? Did you catch any of the draft this past weekend? Or not the draft, I'm sorry, the combine.
Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen?
Have you watched?
Let me get situated here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Excellent, excellent. Nah, I just saw highlights of everything, man. But I'll tell you one thing, though, man. Taylor Green standing out for me for sure.
Hey, that's one of the names that I'm going to talk about tonight for the Miami Dolphins for sure. He was excellent at the combine with his numbers, right? Like his 40-yard dash, his vertical. Like he really impressed in the one-on-ones, like the throwing drills. Like it was really good. But you can see here.
Yeah, Aller looked good too.
Aller, I didn't see any highlights for him. So basically, the way that I looked at it was like, I've been watching tape on all these guys, so like really watching the combine for me, it wasn't really. I didn't feel compelled to watch it. I kind of just need to look at the final results because I've been watching tape anyways. So like the tape is going to tell you the real story of the players. Like the combine is just like a glorified stage for these players to get a better name for themselves, get eyes on them that might not have been on them before. Which kind of hurts us as Dolphin fans, right? Like Eli Stowers had a good showing at the combine. Taylor Green had a good showing at the combine. Had they not participated in the combine, their draft capital would have been way lower. Like we would have been able to get Taylor Green pretty late. Same with Eli Stowers. But now that they had the combine performance that they had, we may have to jump on these guys sooner if we want them. And that's what worries me. That's one of the things that worries me is like, yeah, I like the idea of grabbing Taylor Green, right? Because he's a big body. He's kind of like a guy that you want to grab and hope that he turns into a Josh Allen. But it's like, is he worth a 3rd-round pick when we need other pieces? I
heard that the guy that coached Lamar. I heard the guy that coached Lamar Jackson is the same guy that's coaching Taylor Green in college right now.
And that could be. I can't say yes or no to that. I'm not that in tune.
What I'm trying to say is the talent. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I'm high on Taylor Green. I like his size. I like his ability, his abilities that he has. I'm not saying that we draft him and he is the answer, but I'm saying like if we could take a late round flyer on that guy, he possibly could be the answer. But if he's not the answer, it's not like we wasted a 3rd-round pick on a guy that we're not going to be moving forward. It's not going to be our franchise guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I mean, at the end of the day, the way I feel about it is if you don't think that this guy can beat out Quinn Ewers this year, do you draft him before the 5th round? Because we have 8 picks. Let me look at them right now. We have 8 picks. 5 of them are in the top 100. So we have 1 first round, 1 second, 3 third rounds.
So you know we're gonna end up getting 1 quarterback at least out of those 8 picks. You would think, right?
All right. So let me. All right. So I was at the DCC this past weekend, right? Saturday. I'm pretty sure Saturday was the day for tight ends and quarterbacks to do their combine. Not 100% sure on that, but I'm pretty sure that Saturday was tight ends and quarterbacks, right? And I was at the DCC, and so was Jeff Hafley. Jeff Hafley was also at the DCC. I actually was walking very close to him pretty much the whole time, just listening into his conversation. And he was talking football and talking draft the whole freaking time, which I loved because it's like, hey, this guy's working when, like, but anyways, he flew in from the combine. So what, I don't know if this is the thing or not, but like, if we needed a quarterback, why is, like, I would rather you be at the combine if you were planning on drafting a quarterback. So I don't know if we're going to be drafting one, like, if it's really at the top of their mind or not, based on the fact that Jeff Hafley chose to come do the DCC and not be at the combine watching the quarterbacks and the tight ends. What do you think about that?
I think it's more of a Sully type of deal where that's Sully's bread and butter right there. I mean, it's going to be a situation where Hafley got hired and Hafley was told from the rip, hey, look, you're going to be with us, but I'm doing the grocery shopping. We're not going to do the same thing that was done before. Like right now, we had McDaniel putting in input on the last draft, and the running backs he picked, for the most part, he got 1 out of 3 right, if we want to be fair. So, I mean, if his insight was on those and his insight was on Quinn Ewers, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, I'd rather have a GM having all say throughout the whole draft and let the coach do what he can with the groceries that were given to him, you know?
Right. No, and I totally hear what you're saying, and like that thought also passed through my mind, but I just go back to
it's stress on Hafley, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but I just go back to some of the interviews that they've had, right, and that they've talked about, and like one of the interviews that Jeff Hafley had on the reason that he took the job is like he wanted alignment with his general manager, he wanted like transparency, like communication, and he explained about how like they communicate with each other about things, and that's how like they make decisions and stuff, and they work together. So like that's. I refer back to those conversations, and it's like, why wasn't he there, like talking with Sully, like, hey, talking through it, like, hey, could this be our guy, etc., or could this not be our guy? So it may just be because he was new to the team and wanted to show support, like, hey, here I am at the DCC, it's a Dolphins event, like, so it's an event that the Dolphins hold that a lot of the Dolphin fans and like the community really take to heart and care about. So it's like, I'm gonna come show face and do my part so that like the Dolphin fans and the community gets behind me, etc. So I may be thinking too much into it, but we'll see.
Oh, I mean, he could be, you know, with that, he could be doing both. You never know. Like the same thing with McDaniel being on the cell phone all the damn time. Hafley can be doing the same thing with the combine. You never know.
So all right, so we have pick 11, pick 43, pick 75, pick 87. Then we have 2 back-to-back picks, 90 and 91. Wait. No, that doesn't make sense.
We got 1, 2, 3 threes. That's 4 right there.
It's just weird the way that this list is showing it to me. It's showing it to me 90, 91 as like almost as if we have 90 and 91. But it's also showing me 227, 228. Stupid Google. But the Miami Dolphins website is never up to date, bro. Like, I cannot rely on the Miami Dolphins website. I go on there, and it is, like, so far behind. So far behind. Like, they haven't even updated.
Everybody's on vacation.
Bro, they haven't even updated the coaches yet. Like, it's so far behind. Like, they still have Tyreek Hill on the roster list. It's like, bro, come on, guys. But they update Twitter. They post it on Twitter all the time. It's like, why can't you do this? Why can't you do this on your website? All right, so let me get back to looking at these guys. What route do you think if we pick at 11? I personally don't think that they're going to pick at 11. I've been hearing a lot of people fighting for Sonny Styles, right, at 11, if he's available, which I don't know if he's going to be available. He was a pretty hot prospect and really did a good job this past weekend at the Combine. You can see here in the 40-yard dash, he was the fastest linebacker in the 40-yard dash with a that's the wrong tab. With a 4.46.
Hey, cool. We got named Sonny in Miami.
We look at some of the other linebackers here. Let's see.
If they let go of Dotson, then they might do that.
Well, he also was the highest vertical jump at 43.5, which was like way over everyone else. The next highest was 40 inches. Caleb Alarms Ower and Carson Shayer at 40 inches flat.
But does he have the body frame of a line? Like what is he, a Mike?
What do you mean?
Is he a middle? Is he a middle linebacker, outside linebacker? Does he have the body frame? Is he like a guy that we're looking at, like, you know, a Jerome Baker having a developed type of body, or we're gonna have to, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's actually
develop the guy.
That's actually a good question. I have not checked out any film on this guy. He wasn't somebody I was eyeing because honestly, like in all of the mock drafts that I've been doing, I'm on the fence that we need to be drafting out of the first round and getting like 2 or 3 extra picks later in the draft. So like a lot of these like first round guys I haven't even paid attention to as far as watching tape or checking out size and all of that, if that makes any sense.
Oh yeah, the combine went by fast, bro. It was on this weekend, but I didn't really pay mind to it, but it did go by fast.
Oh, you can see here Sonny Styles has first place in the broad jump as well, 11 foot 2 inches.
What about receiver?
So here's the top performers in the broad jump for receiver. You had Ted Hurst from Georgia. So that is one thing I'm going to say. I did hear Jeff Hafley mentioning a guy from Georgia that he really had a lot of interest in. I just don't know. I didn't catch a name. So I really don't know. Maybe it's that Freeling guy that he was talking about, but you got Jeff Caldwell, Skylar Bell, Bryce Lance, Deion Burks, J. Michael Sturviant, Jalen Withall, Jacoby Lane, and Kendrick Law. That's your top 10 in your broad jump.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I
heard about that tight end though.
Which one?
That I forgot his name.
Shadiq or Stowers?
think Shadik from Oregon. That's where he's from, Oregon, I think.
Yeah. Kenyon Shadik. He I mean, he did good. Let's go check it out. Him and Eli Stowers were like battling it out. Like you can see here. All right, so here is the vertical jump. Eli Stowers killed it. Eli Stowers had the highest vertical jump of the whole combine at 45.5 inches, and then followed by Kenyon Sadiq at 43.5 inches. And I've been pushing for Eli Stowers. Kenyon Sadiq is probably gonna go in the first round to somebody, but I personally have been pushing for Eli Stowers, and that vertical jump right there, that 45.5 vertical jump, I've seen him do that in games. I've watched his film, and that's really good for those contested catches. Throw it up in the air, let the guys fight for it. That's like a Gronk style fucking vertical jump right there. Just like throw it up in the end zone, I'll get it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's what we need, man.
That's exactly what we need. But yeah, so he broke a record with that at 45.5. And then you had Kenyon Sadiq came in at 43.5. And then under that, the tight ends are not jumping very high. You got Sam Roche, who jumped 38.5. Matthew Hibner, 37. Tanner Kaziol, 36.5, and then you have the next three are at 36 inches flat. So the tight ends from this class it's basically Eli Stowers and Kenyon Sadiq as far as like going up in the air and getting contested catches. But I think Kenyon got the fastest 40 time. Yeah. So here, if you look at their 40, you got Kenyon Sadiq had a 4.39, while the next two had a 4.51, and that's R.J. Maryland and Eli Stowers. And then in fourth place for tight end, you had Jaron Kanik at 4.52, and then Matthew Hibner at 4.57, John Michael Gillenborg at 4.6. So still, Kenyon and Eli Stowers and those metrics are leading the pack. And that's what sucks about the combine, because before the combine rolled around, there wasn't really anybody talking about Eli Stowers. But after jumping 45.5 inches and running a 4.5 40, people are going to move him up on their draft board for sure, especially tight end needy teams. Because Eli Stowers, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if y'all know this or not, but Eli Stowers started his career as a quarterback. He played quarterback when he was in high school. He played quarterback his first 2 years of college. So he's pretty versatile, and I'm not saying that that's an answer, but it's an option. Getting a tight end that can not only get contested catches, break tackles, create blocks, create holes, but also has the ability to run out of the backfield and possibly throw the ball if you need him to. Seems like a guy that the Dolphins can use to do a tush push. We need a guy on our team that can do a tush push. Because it ain't going nowhere, ladies and gentlemen. So we might as well embrace it and try and do it ourselves. Do it like the Steelers do. Get a big offensive lineman and just like get that first down. Alright, so the Miami Dolphins also need some cornerback help. So if we look at the 40-yard dash from the cornerbacks, see here, we have Torlano Pride Jr. had the fastest 40-yard dash of the cornerbacks, and then you had Dalen Everett and Chris Johnson, Chandler Rivers. Both of those guys ran a 4.440. Tacario Davis a 4.4. Okay, Tacario Davis, Charles Demings, and Damani Jackson all ran a 4.4140, while Malik Muhammad ran a 4.42. And that rounds out your top 10. Oh, I did not mean to zoom it in there. Although that works. Hey, no worries, Cap. No worries. I'm going to keep it rolling. Looking through the corners because we know we need corners in Miami. I definitely want to see some vertical jumps, so some corners here. D'Angelo Pons. He's a first rounder. I've heard his name quite a bit. I don't think he's going to be available for the Miami Dolphins, but Brandon Cease here probably would. 41 inches. 41, like, so it's 36 is 3 feet, so that's basically like 3.5 feet. That doesn't seem that high. Malik Muhammad did not have a very high jump. He's at 39 inches. He was fast, but he can't jump very high. So basically means that he's going to get those contested catches taken away from him. He's not going to win those contested catches. Chris Johnson, same thing. Pretty fast, but has a low, not a very high vertical jump. Tacario Davis, he was the fastest, but he has a 37-inch vertical jump. Let's see here, the broad jump. So we got Julian Neal, Charles Demings, Will Lee the third. Now, as far as the cornerbacks go, I don't really know what the vertical jump, like the broad jump, benefits. Like, what does that show us for a cornerback? Like, what skill does that accentuate? That's a good question. Some of these things that they be having the guys do, I feel like it doesn't really tell us how good the player is going to play on the field. Like the 3-cone, now that's something, right? 3-cone drill. You can look at this and only 5 cornerbacks did the 3-cone drill. Latrell McCutcheon Sr. with the fastest at 7 seconds. Then you had Avery Smith at 7.03 seconds. Julian Neal, 7.13. TJ Hall at 7.19. And Tarlano Pride at 7.20. Bobbing and weaving through the cones. Anyways. So as it stands right now, Miami Dolphins have 8 picks in the 2026 NFL Draft. Hopefully they can turn that into a few more picks. The New York Jets have a total of 10 picks in the 2026 Draft. They have their own pick, number 2. They also have one from Indianapolis in the first round at number 16. They have which when they originally made that trade, that was a genius trade that they made. Not only is it genius because Sauce Gardner went down, right? They got 2 first-round picks, and they got a player. And what was going to be a late first-round pick ended up turning into a mid-range first-round pick for them. So, like, yeah, that was a very good trade by the Jets. We'll see if they can do anything with it. Then they have 2 second-round picks, one at 33, which is their own, and then one at 44, which they got from Dallas with the Quinnen Williams trade. And then they don't have a 3rd-round pick. They have one in the 4th round at 103. And then I see.
Hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, before you couldn't hear me.
Oh, yeah.
I was wondering, could you explain the split for me? Never heard it before.
The split?
Yeah.
Honestly, let's learn about it together. How about that? Because, like, it doesn't make sense for me either. The 10-yard split. So, basically, I'm pretty sure it's like they're going back and forth. They have cones set up at 10 yards, and, like, they run from one cone to the next cone. It's kind of like, it's mainly for an offensive lineman and a defensive lineman drill, to where they're running sideways. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like as if they were like blocking somebody.
A zigzag. It's the same as like a zigzag.
Hold on, let me see if I can get some kind of. Let me look it up on, see if I can get a highlight of it, so we know for sure. Because I may be wrong.
It sounds like it's about agility and how they can move easily between the cones.
All right, so Google says the 10-yard split at the NFL Combine measures a player's initial acceleration and explosion, crucial for position-specific success, with top times generally falling between 1.4 and 1.55 seconds. So, it seems like it's a 10-yard dash, I guess.
Yeah, like I said, it's to show how quickly they can move.
Yeah, how quick they can get off the ball. Yeah, perfect. So that's actually a good one to look at, right? I think so.
Yeah.
Especially for wide receivers, right? Because those are the ones you really need to get off the ball and get going. And running backs, possibly. So here for the 10-yard split, the fastest time was 1.48, and that was by a wide receiver, Jeff Caldwell. And the second fastest time was held by 3 players, 2 wide receivers, Deion Burks and Bryce Lance, and then a safety, Lorenzo Styles Jr., who is Sonny Styles' brother. And then you had the next 2 players at 1.5 was Treydon Stukes and Zachariah Branch. And then you had, which one was a safety, one was a wide receiver. Hold on, let's keep looking down. Let's keep looking down this list. Because now we got some cornerbacks and some wide receivers and some running backs showing up. Bam, bam, bam. So 1, 2, 3, 4 players clocked in at a 151. Being Malik Muhammad, Toriano Pride Jr., Robert Spears Jennings, Mike Washington Jr. So far, Malik Muhammad is a cornerback that I've seen showing up in four top 10 performances in the combine so far. So seems like a good name. He might go pretty high, and I believe we actually got a couple of his cards. We were looking through some college cards today. Me and Waffles was, and had a lot of these names that you're seeing here. We got them today. So if you guys are looking for some college cards, we got you. Let us know on that Macari. What's up, Waffles? Thanks for joining in. How you been, man? How was dinner?
Good.
You got me up here acting
It was
like
real good.
got me up here acting like a robot. You've been busy.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't realize dinner was gonna run so late.
It's all good. Better late than never, right?
Always. And who were you just talking about?
Malik Muhammad.
Oh yeah, I did see a couple of his cards.
Found some gems too today, right? Got a Travis Kelce college card, Shaquille O'Neal card, Kevin Garnett.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you hear me? Are you sure?
Which one? The Malik Muhammad? Right now, I think they're going for like $3 to $4, but I'd take $2 just to get it to a fan.
Who are you talking to, bro?
What?
What?
Talking to Kim. You can't hear Kim?
No, I can't hear nobody.
Oh, only I can hear her? That's weird.
Oh, you're talking to Liz?
Liz, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, no, she said that happened once before where she couldn't be, like, no, I can't hear her. I'm sorry, I can't hear you, Liz. But if Waffles can hear you, I mean, I guess he can play, phone tag.
Yeah, she was asking about buying one of the cards already.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and he'll have a lot more posted soon onto his Macari shop. We're probably gonna put some like groups of cards together for people to buy.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some bundle deals and post like 6 or 7 cards together as a bundle for like $8.
Yeah, it's definitely a good deal. It's definitely a good deal because if you get like you never know which one of these college guys are gonna break out and be the next superstar. So you get their college card
Exactly. You
now.
could be holding on to the next Tom Brady.
Exactly. You never know. You get it early, get it now, you get it early, and 10 years from now you could be holding on to $1,000 card that you literally paid pennies for. But anyways, so let's keep going on. I was literally just talking about your Jets right before you rolled in and how you guys have 10 picks in this coming draft.
Well, the way we draft, we'll probably pick 10 kickers.
I'm not saying that you won't. I'm just saying
That was meant to be a joke. People were supposed to laugh, but
I
damn.
did laugh. I laughed. Oh, I laughed. Trust me.
Everybody took it seriously. Like, yeah, the Jets fan's gonna pick 10 kickers.
They're like, yep, that's so Jets. Oh man.
Well, we need to get our punting straight. So you know what I'm saying. We're gonna be the new Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, buddy. You're the Cleveland Browns. Anyway, so I was talking about how your trade with the Indianapolis Colts turned out to be a genius trade, in fact, right? Because like you traded Sauce Gardner.
I mean,
you got the
it worked out well for us because Sauce got injured and they proceeded to do horribly the rest of the season, which gave us a better draft pick. with their pick. So yeah, that did kind of pan out well for us. Don't get me wrong, I don't wish anyone an injury, especially Sauce. I did like him as our cornerback for a long time. I even went ahead and got one of his jerseys, but at the same time, any given Sunday means any given Sunday. Anything can happen out on that field, and injuries are some of those things that happen.
Yeah, but it worked out for you guys perfectly because you guys got 2 first-round picks for it. You got a player for it, and like you said, that first-round pick for this coming year turned into an actually decent pick. Because what it was going to be when you originally made the trade, it looked like it was going to be a bottom 5 pick, right?
Easily bottom 5.
And
Because the Colts were looking fire.
Unbeatable. They were looking unbeatable at the time. And that's why they made the move
Until
that they
Daniel
made.
Jones went down, and we all know what happened next.
Yeah, the rest of the season went downhill as well. They started closing in on Tyler Warren, closing the door on Jonathan Taylor, and the production just went down from there.
I mean, when you bring in old man Rivers.
Well, I mean, you can't blame them. They saw the Bengals bring in old man Flacco. They saw the Steelers rolling.
Bro, I definitely cannot blame them for trying, because that would have, had it worked out, that would have been a hell of a way to end your season.
Oh, for real. Having 40-plus-year-old Phillip Rivers come in and take you into the playoffs after not playing football for multiple years, like, yeah, that would have been really good. But like that would have also ruined the chances for Daniel Jones to get an extension with the Colts. I in my opinion, because they would have been like, oh well, I mean, if Phillip Rivers could have done this, we could get anybody to do this. You know what I mean? Like, but now I feel like they are probably got their hands tied right now when they're thinking about Daniel Jones and extending him, or
yeah, I agree.
or not. But we're not talking about them and their picks. So, what are some of the positions of need that you guys like really need and probably should draft?
Well, I mean, other than stating the obvious with the quarterback, we've been lack in that position for many years. Even when we put star power in that position, it does not pan out.
Right. Aaron Rodgers. Well, I think the Aaron Rodgers experiment was just at the wrong time, to be honest.
I'll definitely say it was an experiment.
Yeah, it was definitely an experiment, and it was just at the wrong time. I think
The wrong time.
I think had you guys got Aaron Rodgers this year, it probably would be a little bit different with like a different coach in the building. Because I don't know, I just don't feel like Robert Saleh was the guy, and like that's why I feel sorry for Tennessee right now getting Robert Saleh as their head coach, because I don't think that like Robert Saleh was the guy. If he was the guy, he wouldn't have let Aaron Rodgers do all the stuff that he did. Because, I mean, you've seen Mike Tomlin didn't put up with no bullshit. Aaron Rodgers didn't come in and try and make any kind of decisions in Pittsburgh. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
And, like, I feel like Aaron Glenn would have been that type of coach to where Aaron Rodgers wouldn't have felt like he had the ability to come in and just start making decisions and doing stuff that didn't really help the team but detrimented the team. Because, I mean, come on, man. Just a 40-year-old can play quarterback. I can give that. I can give you that. Like, I can give you that. But as far as wide receiver goes, like, I'm sorry, man. There's a lifespan on running backs and wide receivers. Like, you just don't have the get up and go anymore. You don't, like, you're taking the type of hits that you're taking are different because you're taking unprotected hits, to whereas a quarterback can protect himself when he's about to get sacked. You know what I mean? To whereas if you're a wide receiver trying to catch a ball that's in the air and you're getting tackled, like, that's, like, you can't, there's nothing you can do. You just take that hit and you go to the ground. You know what I mean? So the older you get, the worse those hits get.
And even going to the ground, like that alone is a painful endeavor that people don't realize.
Yeah.
They think, oh, he fell. Like, no, he kind of got landed on. Like,
Right? Like somebody came
that
flying
turf is
in afterwards.
unforgiving.
Like you had a
It's
helmet
not
coming
like they
in.
landed in sand at the beach.
Right. No, you're landing on hard turf, man. And then after that, you probably got 2 or 3 more guys coming in and like landing on top of you. You know what I mean? So it's like,
And then you're expected to get right back up and get right back on the line and run again.
yep. And take more hits like that. So like bringing in old heads at wide receiver, like it's not the answer, my guy. So that's why I feel like had he been there this year, it might not have been so bad. So speaking of quarterbacks,
But then you look at guys like Devontae Adams, that's been in the league for a while, and he did pretty well.
yeah, and he didn't, and he actually stayed pretty relatively healthy this year.
As opposed to previous years.
Correct. He did get injured there.
Never
The
good to
end.
see a wide receiver sitting on the bench.
He did get injured there towards the end, but so we didn't have every quarterback run the 40-yard dash, looks like. So out of the quarterbacks that ran the 40-yard dash, we had Taylon Green at the top with a 4.36. And then we had Haynes King from Georgia Tech at a 4.46. Cole Payton from North Dakota State at a 4.56. Sawyer Robertson. I've heard this guy's name from a couple of Dolphin fans. Sawyer Robertson ran a 4.64. Jalen Daniels from Kansas, 4.65. Luke Altmaier from Illinois, 4.72. And Joe Fagnano from Connecticut ran a 4.83. Joe Wrist, if you're out there right now, there's your guy, Joe Fagnano. He ran a pretty slow 4.83 40-yard dash. But at the end of the day, you're not looking for a super speedy quarterback unless you're trying to get a Lamar Jackson or a Caleb Williams.
And to be accurate with his passing.
Exactly. So really, all of these quarterback metrics here, like for the quarterbacks, all of these like metrics here really do no good when determining like how good the quarterback is. The quarterback is the one position that you actually need to watch the combine for those one-on-one drills, like the passing drills that they do, because like
I mean, that vertical jump could be coming in handy.
I'm about to show you the vertical jump right now. I'm pulling it up.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. 4.3.5 for Taylon Green.
Yeah, 43.5. Taylon Green killed it as far as quarterbacks go in the combine, which is good for him. And I was talking to you about this earlier. That's really good for him, but it sucks for the Miami Dolphins because he wasn't on anybody's radar before. And now he's going to be up in people's radars, and he might go sooner than he was originally projected. So, Taylon Green at a 43.5. Cole Payton from North Dakota at
A full
40.
3.5 inches higher than the next guy.
Yeah, like clearly, but only 6 quarterbacks participated in these drills. Like you don't have none of the top quarterbacks. You, what's his name? Mendoza didn't even participate.
It doesn't matter what I can jump.
Yeah,
You know what I can do.
Like Mendoza didn't even participate in any of it. All he did, he showed up and just stretched. He didn't do any kind of drills. But you already know.
I'm good.
He already knows he's going first overall. What good is he gonna get? Like going out there and performing in the combine. Like
He could do worse.
exactly, he could hurt his draft capital. Let's say he goes out there and Taylon Green outperforms him in all metrics. he could fall from that number 1 spot.
All of a sudden, there's a different conversation for the number 1 seed.
Yep. So he did in my opinion, he made a bitch move by copping out. And if I was Tom Brady and the guy making the move for the Las Vegas Raiders this year, I would take that into consideration when thinking about this guy for my number 1 draft pick. Like, man, he's the kind of guy to cop out because he's scared of competition.
And not want to perform.
Because he's scared of competition. He would automatically get eliminated from my draft list.
He pulled a Tua.
Yeah, like, I don't like it. I have zero respect for it, period. Like, you were perfectly healthy. You were perfectly fine. You should have participated in the combine like everybody else did. I don't care if you're the number 1, if you're the projected number 1 draft pick. Like, if you were that clear of the number 1 draft pick, you would have went out there and proved it at the combine. But we keep going. You got Sawyer Robertson at a 37.5, Joe Fagnano at a 35, Haynes King at a 33, and Luke Altmaier at a 32 for the vertical jump. Tom Brady, I hope you're listening to me. I'm not a big fan of you. I'm giving you advice. I'm not a fan of you, and I'm giving you advice, so you should take it. All right, so let's look at the 10-yard split. This is me and Liz actually just looked this up and learned exactly what this is, and this actually is a pretty good metric in my opinion because it's how fast that they can get 10 yards. So it's their get up and go speed. We actually had 7 quarterbacks participate in this one. Taylor Green topping the list again at 1.55 seconds. Haynes King at 1.56. Cole Payton at 1.57. Sawyer Robertson 1.61, Jalen Daniels at 1.63, Luke Altmaier 1.66, and Joe Fagnano ends out the quarterback pack at 1.67. So that's their get up and go speed, how fast they can get up from the line, off the ball, and get to 10 yards. So they're pretty slow. Honestly, they say when we looked it up, it said the average speed is 1.4 to 1.55. So even the fastest quarterback from this combine is pretty slow at getting up and going. This is probably Taylor Green. I'm going to say this now. You guys are either getting Ty Simpson or Taylor Green, New York Jets. What do you think? Because I'm pretty sure you guys are going to pick a quarterback in the first round. Because you have 2 picks. You have one at 2 and one at 16. Let's see here. Oh, I've almost been going at this for an hour. I can't even... Time flies when you're having fun. I didn't realize I was going to have so much fun talking about the combine. But let's take a break from talking about the combine and let's get our boring ass commercials out of the way. Because as you see, we got Liz up here. We got AFC Waffles up here. We got myself up here. And if you want to get up here, you can get up here too. The link is in the description below. That's how you join the Discord. We also got the link in our profile page. You can go down and you can check it out. You definitely want to be tuned into our Discord link. It's a great place to be. We talk football. We put parlays up. It's not super active yet, but we're trying to get it super active. You could be the one that makes it super active. You got to join for our giveaways. You know what, Waffles? I'm going to let you take away the commercials today. I'm getting burnt out on our boring-ass commercials. It's your turn for our boring-ass commercials. Nobody wants to hear about our commercials. That's what it is. I can't hear anybody talking to me. It's gotta be my computer. Anyways. So yeah, so the Discord is a place that you want to get plugged into for sure. It's everything that revolves around the AFC Eastie Boys. Whenever we have giveaways, you gotta be plugged into the Discord so that if you're a winner, we can get a hold of you, get your deets, send it out to you. It's also how you get up here on shows with AFC Eastie Boys. If you ever have any questions for the AFC Eastie Boys, you can plug it into the Discord chat. Somebody will get back to you. Also on the profile page, we have a Macari link. In the Macari link, you will find all kinds of goodies. It is your one-stop shop for all your goodies. NFL and non-NFL alike. I can't hear you, bro. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's you or if it's me. Hold on. Let me see if the fans can hear you.
Can you hear me, Cat?
I can hear you, Liz.
No.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Waffles. If you're talking, we can't hear you.
I can hear you, yeah. Now you're having the same issue I was having earlier. Crazy.
I think it's because it's, bro. I'm 100% watch this. I'm 100% positive. It's my damn NFL app. It always messes up everything. The NFL.com, it messes up everything.
Okay. Try again, Waffles.
Yeah, no, he might have to log back out and log back in.
I had to do that 3 times.
No, I'm pretty sure it's because it's the NFL.com, man. It always messes up. Like it never
There you
runs.
go.
Yeah, I can hear you now. We can hear you
Sometimes
now.
you just gotta do what you gotta do. In and out.
In and out. Like In-N-Out Burger, man. Hitting us with the crickets.
There you go. Crickets.
Hitting us with the crickets.
That's always fun.
Taylon Green, I'm pretty high on. I'm not gonna lie. I was high on Taylon Green before the combine rolled around. Taylon Green actually just upped his draft capital, in my opinion, with his combine performance. He broke a lot of records. I think that he is going to be a good quarterback, but I think that he's also a project, kind of like similar to how Josh Allen was. Like Josh Allen didn't come out and he wasn't super hot to begin with, but he's a big body, and if you can work with him, he can be very serviceable. I think Taylon Green is going to be very similar to that. He's definitely going to be a project for a team to take on. I would really love for the Miami Dolphins to be that team that takes him on. I'm just worried that he's going to go before we should take him, because I don't think we should take him before the 5th round, but I do believe he's going to go before then. And Mike Washington, I can't give you any honest opinion on that yet. I haven't watched any tape, but since he did hit the top 10 in a lot of the metrics in this combine as far as wide receivers go, I will be checking out some tape on him. The only problem is draft position, and other teams that need wide receivers as well will probably end up getting beat out, because I'm pretty sure they're going to take offensive line and defensive line in the first couple rounds. If not, like, wide receivers not going to be in our first couple picks as far as Dolphin fans go. I don't know what team you're asking for, but as far as the Dolphins go, he'll probably go before we take a wide receiver. Also, too, if you haven't filled out the poll, let us know who you here representing. Let us know which team in the AFC East you represent. We the AFC Eastie Boys. We trying to find some other members that can help us out with the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills side of the ball, because I don't want to have to cover them. I don't want to have to do research on them. I do enough when I have to face them.
Yeah, we need somebody that's going to talk good about the Buffalo Bills, because we tend to talk bad about the Buffalo Bills.
Oh, are you sure? Because I saw Mike Washington in the wide receiver section as well. So we're probably talking about different guys. I think it was Mike
Why is
Washington
it like
Jr.
that?
It must have been Mike Washington Jr. I saw as a wide receiver.
Copper. Get down.
But in my honest opinion, Miami Dolphins aren't going to be taking a running back. If we do, it'd be super late. But we're pretty set in the running back room. Miami Dolphins aren't going to be getting rid of Devon Achane. We also got Ollie Gordon. We got Jalen Wright. A lot of people forget that we still have Alexander Madison back there. Who knows what happens with him, but he is still a part of the team. So, like, we're pretty set in the running back room. Now, the New York Jets can use a running back. Buffalo Bills can use a running back.
Yeah, we're working on that. We're working on that. We're still in talks with Breece Hall about contract negotiations.
Yeah, didn't you guys put out that you guys were going to hit him with the free agency tag? Or not the free agency, the franchise tag?
I did see something along the lines of getting hit with a franchise tag or a what's the other tag? Dang it, I forgot. But yeah, they were looking to franchise tag him possibly, but again, I'm pretty sure he wants more money.
Yeah, because the franchise tag only gets you the guaranteed, like, average minimum salary for that year. You'll know by tomorrow night, by 5 p.m. tomorrow, because that's the deadline to franchise tag. So March 3rd at 5 p.m. is the deadline. So you'll know by tomorrow.
Yes, sir. We shall see what happens. Hey, I saw you.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's getting late for me over here. I will. I gotta get off here and do some family things. Got dinner cooking. Got to get the kids to bed and stuff. We're gonna have to do this again another day. Continue going through possible draft prospects for the AFC East teams. I'm gonna do a little bit more research on some of these top 10 guys that landed in their prospective spots. I'll do a little bit of research, get some film together, and give you guys a more detailed breakdown in the future. This is just the Monday after the combine ended, so it's like we don't have a whole lot of details for you guys yet. We're kind of just trying to fill you in with the gist of it, bullshit a little bit, let you guys know that the AFC Eastie Boys are your number one spot for your AFC East teams. We're got a lot of things working. We're cooking up a lot of stuff in the kitchen for the future. Next season is going to be a really, really fun season with the AFC Eastie Boys. You're going to want to be tuned in. We're getting close to that 500 subscriber mark. Once we hit 500 subscribers, we got that Mike Gesicki autograph photo going out to one of you lucky fans out there. It's super easy to win. First of all, there's only 3 steps. 3 easy steps, right? First step, you want to be subscribed. Second step, you want to join the Discord. Third step, just like, share, and comment. We're keeping track. We know who's showing love. One of you out there that shows us the most love is who's going to get that once we hit that 500 subscriber mark. So go ahead, get out there and share. Come back afterwards, leave a few comments, leave some, whatever you feel. Whatever you feel. Positive, negative, I don't care. Just leave comments. It puts us in the algorithm. Ain't that right, Waffles?
Positively, positively.
Absolutely, positively. I'm going to set up a special Dolphin stream for all my Dolphin fans out there. We have a lot of info from this weekend in the past DCC. I got a lot of info for you guys. I saw Patrick Paul. We saw Kenneth Grant. We saw Malik Washington. We saw Coach Halfley. And yes, of course, my talkative ass had to talk to all of them. Might have an interview lined up with one or two of them. So we're going to be taking questions and soon. Do you have a question, Waffles? Is that what that is?
No, it's just one of my cats. Get down.
Oh, anyways, so we're gonna be going live and talking about that here in the next week or so. So make sure that if you're not subscribed and you don't have the notification bell, do both of those because you're gonna want to tune in for this one. I'm gonna be taking questions from the fans to ask the players if we get the interview. Now, I got them to confirm that they will do an interview in person. If they don't follow up, I'm gonna keep hounding them, but like hopefully they follow up and we'll get those interviews for you. Working hard on it for sure. He's got some updates for his Macari shop though. Like we said earlier, we got a bunch of new football cards, a bunch of college cards. He's gonna be loading those up soon. A bunch of good ones too. So make sure y'all go check out his Macari shop. You can find the link in our description. It's not just football stuff that you find there. It's all kinds of stuff. Anime, clothes, Pokemon. What else you got over there?
A lot of Disney stuff. Popcorn buckets from the Disney theme parks. We got a lot of random crazy items. Feel free to scroll. It's a lot of fun to just kind of look through. The online stores gets updated just about every day with new listings. So feel free to check back often and don't just like it, buy it.
Don't just like it, buy it. I like that. That's a new catchy phrase. Do you have that like on your Macari as like word?
Not yet.
You need to go do that right now.
Oh yeah, send me offers. Any offers sent are normally accepted.
But that's all I got for you guys today. Yeah, like I said, I gotta go do dad stuff. It's getting late. So we'll catch you on the next one. Liz, I appreciate you rolling through and hanging out with us. It's always good to have the viewers up here speaking their mind, telling us how they feel, hanging out. We love it. We love talking football. So glad you joined us. Do you have anything that you want to say before we head out of here? I think I lost her.
I got you. I can hear you. Peace out to Tua.
Peace out to Tua. Yeah, we're not going to get into that today. Trust me, we'll talk about that another day. Hopefully it's peace out to Tua. Apparently, I'm the one having problems on my Discord because, like, I'm having problems hearing both of them back and forth. So, it must be me having the issues, not you guys. You guys are perfect. You guys are awesome. It's me with the problems. But, again, peace out, everybody. We appreciate you guys stopping by. Make sure y'all smash that like and subscribe. We got a whole lot of stuff planned for you guys in the off season. Don't forget, this is fantasy football too, man. Oh yeah, we're early for that. I'm gonna pump my brakes. Peace out, everybody. Have a good night. We'll catch you next time.